There you go. That is so impressive. Another gold for Max Whitlock.
And it's England's Claudia Fragapane. She could get gold.
Straight front somersault with the half turn.
She's got gold here. This is all about Claudia Fragapane. Dan Keating's in with a chance of a medal. There is your golden boy, Scotland's Daniel Keatings.
Max Whitlock, the silver, and Lewis Smith, the bronze.
Is England's Becky Downey.
This is the impressive bit. Needs to speed the Giants up into the full twist.
Rebecca Downey is Commonwealth champion. There you go, Daniel Purvis. Maybe this will be his final.
Very nice.
He takes the bronze medal. Well, there is a roar in the Hydro Arena as the men's vault finalists have just entered, and in this final. So now sitting alongside me here at Beth Tweddle, and we'll just have a quick chat about this, Beth, because it's a big day for both of those lads, both Christian and Frank, isn't it?
It is. I mean, they've been quite quiet on the individual medal front.
Yes,
obviously they picked up the team gold and team silver between them, but they will want to go out there and prove themselves as individuals and take home that individual glory. Yeah, well, both of them. Well, Frank has 3 finals, Christian has 2, this vaulting final and also the high bar final. Just before we get down there, gymnasts are going to be doing 2 vaults in this final. Just give us an idea of how it's going to work. They do 2 vaults. They both have to have different entries, and then the scores will get averaged. So the vault final is always very exciting. The difficulty, especially with Christian Thomas, is unbelievable, and he knows how to perform under pressure. He did it at the Olympics, he did it at World Championships, and watch out for his vaults. Well, let's just hope everything goes well for the lads. It's over very, very quickly, this piece of apparatus. It really is all or nothing, and all eyes are on the gymnasts here in the arena. Nothing else is going on apart from these individual finals. It really is nerve-wracking stuff. Well, the first gymnast to go is Wat Toon Ho. You can see that little scoreboard beside him, 5.2 his difficulty, so the whole vault marked out of 15.2. This, the first.
We're going to pop back into the hydro now, and Christian Thomas. We can see him getting pictures. We can see pictures of him, rather, getting his silver medal. Well done to Christian Thomas in the men's vault final. England's only representative in the vault final, led the way in qualifying and had a great chance to win his first individual Commonwealth medal, but has done remarkably well to get his silver medal. Canada's Scott Morgan winning the gold. He won silver on floor and gold on rings. He had the 2nd highest qualifying score going into that final. So many congratulations to Christian Thomas. And Canada have now won their 28th gold medal in the men's vault final.
And Commonwealth champion with a score of 14.733, representing Canada, Scott Morgan.
There are the 3 medal winners in the vault final. Scott Morgan there, Christian Thomas to his right. I'll tell you what, though, we talk about the Singapore gymnast there in bronze medal position. Just incredible, really. He led the field from the first gymnast out there, and suddenly there he is now with the bronze medal, Mitch. Very good, and I think that augurs well for the future. They're really organising themselves out there in Singapore. Former English international gymnast Nicky Dornings is out there these days. He's working very hard to try and bring the sport along. And the rewards, bronze medal, we'll see them in good stead. Well, we're also awaiting the arrival of the gymnasts for the beam final. We've got 2 English gymnasts and 2 Welsh gymnasts going in this particular final as the lads make their way off the podium. But so far, England, Scotland, Home Nations doing incredibly well. Wales have 1 bronze medal, England have 8 golds, 3 silvers, 4 bronze medals. Scotland have 1 gold, 2 silvers and a bronze. But there could be a chance of another Welsh medal here, Christine, with your gymnast, Georgina Hockenhull. Now, come on then, from a coach's perspective, what work have you been doing here? Come on, Chris, talk us through this.
I think, this is the free walkover, and she does it really well. Look, she can see the beam until, for a long time, leaves the head back. Legs are dead straight. As that foot goes down, she's able to make the jump.
Well, that grace led her to a bronze medal. Mary-Ann Monckton. Beautiful dismount. Takes her into silver. There is your Commonwealth champion on beam, Ellie Black. Well, just before the women enter the arena to compete in the floor, it's medals time. Yet again for the home nations. Max Whitlock, he takes the bronze in the men's parallel bars final. Niall Wilson steps up to receive the silver and will hand over to Mitch Fenner.
Niall Wilson led for most of this competition, but silver is just reward for a man with a great future. So mature. He will do great things for England and, of course, for Great Britain. Great performance. Niall Wilson takes silver on men's parallel bars.
Gold medalist and Commonwealth champion with a score of 15.533. Representing Scotland.
Hold on to your hats. The roar, well deserved. Dan Purvis, gold medal to add to his silver for team and his bronze on it. Quite brilliant. Last up, steals the thunder from England's Niall Wilson to take a brilliant, brilliant gold medal. Dan Purvis is delighted, and so are we. Solid goal to Dan Purvis from Scotland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Scotland. Glasgow, let's celebrate our Commonwealth Games medalists.
What a moment for Dan Purvis.
And also, we've got to talk about Niall Wilson as well. And Max Whitlock there, representing their countries, but normally United has won in the Great British team. But what a battle that there's been in these individual apparatus finals between them. And this was the thing, because coming into these championships, it was all talk about who's going to win. Is it going to be Scotland? Is it going to be England? And yes, the team final, fair enough. England had quite a large win over them there with nearly 10 knocks, let's be fair. But when it came down to the individuals now, I think as far as gold medals are concerned, England got the floor, and then you've got pommel horse Scotland and P-bars Scotland, so it's all to play for on high bar now.
I think it's let's play fair and have 2 each.
Oh, yes, it's just an absolute delight to see, obviously, the home nations up there on the medal roster, but the quality of the performances that we saw in that final, I mean, those routines were not scraped together by any means.
I think that's been the same over a couple of the finals. I mean, the floor, you have Max producing a world-class routine, and then that pommel final was just unbelievable. That it wouldn't have looked out of place on an Olympic stage. And then obviously that P-bar final, 2 of them scoring, all 3 of them scoring over 15.
Over 15, yeah. Well, you can see they're just wandering beside the high bar at the moment. It's going to be a really big fight. There's another final to come before the high bar final, and that is the women's floor. So while we let the lads have their photos taken and make their way down to Ori, who I think is going to be having a chat with them very shortly, let's look forward to that floor final, because once again, England's Claudia Fragapane is going to be going in this final, and she didn't have much fun up on beam earlier on.
Well, actually, her routine itself was great. She stayed on, she did exactly what her coaches would have asked for it. But unfortunately, junior routine, you have to do required elements, and one of these is 2 jumps put together, and if there's a slight break, they can just say, do you know what, that's not counted, and straight away they'll take the start value right down. So that's why she missed out on the medal, even though as an onlooker we thought it was a great routine. You would
look at it and think, surely that's going to be a medal. Now, somebody who did medal, Georgina Hockenhull for Wales, I mean, Christine's gymnast, we've talked about this, she was so classy in her performance, wasn't she?
She's had 3 performances on beam, and all 3 of them been steady and controlled, and you just felt for her. For this competition, you wanted her to just do what she had done in the all-around final and in qualification, and to withstand that pressure, she knew that if she stayed on, she was in the medals.
And her teammate Jessica Hogg is going to be going up on floor as well. So how do you think she'll fare?
She's a great floor worker, and she's very artistic. She'll get the crowd going, clapping along, and she's very elegant to watch.
Yeah. Just having a look behind me because the lads are making their way down now, so very shortly we'll be having a chat with them. But also Hannah Whelan, bronze medalist at the Europeans back in 2012, and she, I mean, consistency is the key with her, isn't it?
That is the thing. This floor routine she knows inside out. You could ask her to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and perform it, and she'd be absolutely fine.
Which she kind of is here with the schedule, the way that it's going.
As soon as you see her walk onto the floor, she gets straight into character, and the judges love to watch her.
Well, she'll be going right in the middle of the field, which we obviously will be talking about that as soon as I think the lads are now just wandering into position. Let's go straight down to Ori, who is indeed with Dan Purvis, Max Whitlock and Niall Wilson. Ori.
Matt, well, if we thought we were in for a treat yesterday with a pommel horse final, that really was something quite special. We've got all the guys, the protagonists here with us, and Dan.
Celebration from Claudia Fragapane. Another gold for her. Super personality, loves every minute. A star, well and truly born here.
Yes, Claudia Fragapane is definitely a name of these games. She now has the most goals at a single games from an English woman in 84 years. Absolutely remarkable. What a performance from her. Do come back very shortly and join us for the high bar final.
Oh, we won't miss that, Matt. Absolutely fantastic. It's playing, which means there is a medal presentation, and this one is extremely special. It's an historic one to Claudia Fragapane, a 4th gold. She's won the team title, she's won the individual all-around, the vault, and now this afternoon the floor. And as Matt was saying, she's the first English woman for 84 years, not since a certain swimmer Joyce Cooper at the very first Games in Hamilton, Canada in 1930 has an English woman achieved 4 golds in a single Games. In fact, she's one of only 4 people now to have ever done it for England. The other 2 were blokes, Bill Hoskins, a fencer, and Mick Galt, who won 4 on the shooting range in 1998. And of course, Mick went on to win an historic 18th medal here in Glasgow. So, plenty of facts and figures, but it all adds up to one thing. She is quite a find at 16 years of age, and she deserves another moment in the limelight. Back we go to Matt.
Yes, Jerusalem will ring out very shortly at the Hydro Arena as the 3 gymnasts from that floor final make their way up to the podium. Claudia Fragapane took gold, Lauren Mitchell from Australia, silver, and Ellie Black from Canada, bronze. And we never doubted it, really, did we, Beth?
No, I mean, I think she learnt a lot at this year's European. She made it into the final and had a few steps here and there, and that's what cost her a medal. And she brought that experience to this competition and used it for the all-around final and then again for the finals individually. And
actually, she's learned quite a bit here, hasn't she? Because she's had a few ups and downs. Obviously, Beam didn't go according to plan earlier on, and she came out there and there was a real fight.
It was almost to say, that was wrong, that was it, I want to move on and I'm going to take the title again on floor.
Well, let's join Mitch Fenner and listen and enjoy Claudia Fragapane's gold medal.
Ellie Black steps forward to take the bronze medal. Elegant and graceful gymnast, capable of great difficulty. Graces this rostrum. So Ellie Black for Canada. There's the bronze medal.
The winner of the silver medal, representing Australia, Lauren Mitchell.
Vast experience. Lauren Mitchell, she's been part of Australia's greatest moment for a long time. And here, she takes a silver medal.
It's all over.
What a career she's had, Lauren Mitchell. On the rostrum yet again. Silver to Australia's Lauren Mitchell.
Gold medalist and Commonwealth champion with a score of 14.541. Representing England, Claudia Fragapane.
Take one pinch of sparkle, a sack full of energy, and what you get is Claudia Fragapane. She was magnificent. Huge tumbling ability, wonderful projection, a true floor specialist, and not only that, it's her 4th gold medal. She's an all-rounder extraordinaire and absolutely captivating and brilliant on floor. Superb performance, 16 years old, she is just fantastic. Claudia Fragapane, gold medalist on floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of England.
Fantastic performance there from Claudia Fragapane, but again she's had the 4th gold medal. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
And she doesn't half-suit a gold medal, doesn't she, Beth?
I mean, look at that smile, and I think that is a face you need to look out for the future.
Do you know, it's interesting because I was having a conversation with Mitch not so long ago, and he said that, you know, quite a few years ago he picked you out as a gymnast in your very first senior year of competition as well. And, you know, you can just tell, can't you, when you do come across something that is quite different and quite special.
She's special. I mean, she's so talented, and she's got a great work ethic. When you see her in the gym, she does something, and if it's not quite right, she's looking to a coach. What can I do? What can I do to make it better? And she's constantly willing to learn, and that's what you need in a gymnast.
Well, there is confirmation that Claudia Fragapane is the Commonwealth champion on floor. Let's just remind ourselves, Chris, I don't know if you can hear us over there in the commentary box, but let's just remind ourselves of Claudia's routine and just talk us through it, not from a technical point of view, but just from an absolute grace and beauty perspective.
Well, she's so dynamic. I mean, the tumbling is phenomenal. The way she opens there, it's such a big tumble, but she doesn't sort of hesitate, build up to the tumble. The tumbles, even though they're so difficult, are still sort of part of the whole routine.
Yeah.
She turns, goes straight into the next tumble. You know, I like the changes they've made to the judging system, where you're not allowed to stand in the corner. And this, you know, head, eyes, everything. She's loving this routine. She loves performing it.
And I think, Chris, the rest of the world will be looking at this for style and what have you, because she gets into the corner and then she does her dancing and even a little bit of break dancing and what have you, to really, you know, just really err on her skill.
Well, yes, and I think one of the big things the world of gymnastics has wanted is to bring back some performance into gymnastics. It's become very much a procession of leaps and tumbles, and they've wanted to make it a whole performance, with the gymnasts choosing music that suits them, choosing moves that bring out the best in them, and that is what Claudia's got here with the routine. It's very unusual, very different. I mean, she's not a balletic character, and that's where it's been so cleverly constructed. It's worked to her personality.
And Beth, I mean, you were what? Your career was 11 years as a senior?
It was, yeah.
So, I mean, Claudia obviously is going to be around for some years to come.
She's still, in gymnastics terms, she's still a baby, and she's still got many years and much experience to pick up, but the fact that she started her senior career and picked up 4 golds, that gives her confidence. Do you know what, that Clyde is sold out everywhere. I tried to get one this morning, I just couldn't.
We were going to hang him upside down on at the back here, weren't we? But you could just see even the size of her. I mean, she's absolutely tiny. You could see her there with Lauren Mitchell. They're literally a full head above her.
It's just incredible, the amount of power you get. Don't underestimate the power of the little one.
No.
They nicknamed her the Pocket Rocket because she just, as soon as you let her go, she just flies.
Yeah, and from a difficulty perspective, I mean, obviously she's still working on stuff in the gym that we haven't even seen yet, because, you know, until you're hitting it 85%, you don't even show it in competition.
Yeah, I mean, all credit has to go back to her home club with Bristol Hawks, and Rory and Helen have done an amazing job with her.
Well, it's 4 goals. She's had a remarkable championships, and she's down talking to Ori.
Matt, quite simply, she is one of the stars of these games. And just to give you an idea of the size, here I am standing at 5'10", Claudia at 4'7". We don't know how you get that performance and that power. Quite frankly, we don't care. That smile on your face hasn't left for the last 4 days, and we can see why. A 4th gold medal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The question now is, will they separate the 2 top scorers? They can, they have the option. But if it's execution, as Matt said, this young man could win it on execution, and he might just have done that.
Yes, well, that's it, and that's the point, the execution, because basically Christian put up a more difficult routine, but then obviously Niall scored more.
Yeah, I think Chris will be kicking himself because he took that step at the end, and that is the difference between the gold and the silver medal. But you could actually see at the end, Christian had a smile on his face. He's taken away a gold and 2 silvers, and he's walked away. All of our gymnasts have walked away left in the competition, walked away with one piece, and obviously we wish Sam Alden all the best with his recovery.
No, of course, absolutely, but we do have to mention Frank Baines. I mean, we thought this was his chance for the, you know, just to walk away with an individual medal, and what it would have meant to him.
Oh, it would have meant so much, and to go out and do that routine right at the end of the competition. He's tired, but he did his best routine of the whole competition, and unfortunately it wasn't meant to be at this championships, but do you know
he's
what?
a name, you've got to watch him.
Exactly.
You've got to watch him.
He's got that experience, he's learned how to pick himself up after disappointments, and the national system and the coaches will all be looking at how he's reacted to that.
And to be honest with you, from a confidence perspective on that piece, he had a really, really nasty accident not so long ago, didn't he? And when he did his back in, and he's been on the comeback, and because of high bar, he's just a little bit tentative, and to go out there and produce what he did there, it says a lot, you know, about what's going on
Exactly.
upstairs.
He had so much support from the medical and also the psychological side of it. I mean, it was actually dismount. He just got lost halfway through and came down on his head, and it was a severe accident, but all credit to everyone getting him fully fit.
And a word on the quality of that final. I know we talked about the parallel bars final as being world class, but you wouldn't have seen much better even at the Olympics, would you?
No, I mean, you could see the big releases, and with the high bar you have to take that risk, and sometimes it doesn't pay off. You saw the Canadian falling off, you saw unfortunately Dan Keating's, but he walked away with a smile on his face. He's quite happy. He's got his gold medal for Pommels.
From, you know, just from the home nations, what an addition it has been, you know, to the medals table. I mean, you've been doing some what have we got down here?
I mean, just at a quick rough, it's 11 gold, 7 silver and 8 bronze. So what more can you ask?
Hazel, what a time we've had here at the Hydro.
Absolutely, it's been an absolute joy, I must say. Thank you so much to Beth and of course to Matt there, and plenty to celebrate. In fact, I think we should probably show you exactly what that means on a gymnastics medal table, because Beth has outlined what it means, and she's absolutely right. England and Scotland have won 11 of the 14 golds on offer over in the Hydro. Canada won the other 3, but just look at that. Wales also on the medal tally there, Scotland with that tally of 5, and England with 19. Incredible stuff, and the likes of Max Whitlock and Daniel Keatings and Niall Wilson as well have been total stars there, and we can't wait to see more of them.